Hey guys, this is Vampire Bride. Today I'm going to be doing a comparison between the MSI GTX 760 and MSI GTX 780. Please keep in mind that during these comparisons, during the tests, everything else in the PC was kept the same, so there are no other variables that should take away from the results of the test. Tomb Raider 2013 and Resident Evil 5 ran at max settings with the 760, so an upgrade really wasn't needed with these older games, as I suspect it is with a lot of older, less graphically demanding games. But in the newer, more graphically intensive games, the 780 did up to 40 frames per second better than the 760. This next part is just some of the benchmarks that we ran. This first part is 2013 Tomb Raider, and as you can see, the 760 did just fine. Next part is Rise of the Tomb Raider. This is such a beautiful game. It's really amazing when you have a good graphics card looking at all the details in it. So I'm just going to kind of let the benchmarks run for a minute and let y'all see the detail in this game. This next part just shows the results of the benchmarks. First the 760, and then here we have the 780. Next I'm just going to show a little graph of the information we just looked at, showing you how much better the 780 did compared to the 760. So basically, if you're trying to run newer games that tend to be more graphically demanding, I would definitely recommend the 780 over the 760. There isn't much of a price difference currently between the 760 and the 780. On Amazon, the 760 price is around $200 and the 780 around $250. But if you look around, you can easily find either one of them for around $200. We paid only $90 for our 780 that we got off of Facebook Marketplace. Someone was selling just the 780 by itself, just the card, not with the box or anything. We actually had paid more for the 760. We paid about $150 for it, but that was over a year ago, so that makes up for the price difference, more or less. So price-wise, either card is a decent budget option. Both of these cards are pretty similar in expectations from your computer. Both cards use PCI Express 3.0, but the 760's maximum temperature is 97 degrees Celsius, while the 780's is 95 degrees Celsius. So a really minimal difference, but it is a little different. 760 requires 170 watts of power and a minimum system requirement of 500 watts, and the 780 requires a 250 watts of power and minimum system requirement of 600 watts. So keep that in mind if you are looking to upgrade, because if your power supply doesn't put off enough power, obviously you don't want to upgrade to the 780. Stick with the 760 that requires less power. However, if your system can run it, I would definitely go with the 780 over the 760, because for about the same price, you can raise the frames per second quite a bit in newer games like Mass Effect Andromeda and Rise of the Tomb Raider. Alright, so was it worth the upgrade for us? Because we like to get the most out of the games we play, I would say yes, it was definitely worth it to upgrade to the 780 from the 760. If you're okay with playing at around 40 frames per second at medium settings in newer games such as Mass Effect Andromeda, then the 760 is fine if that's what you already have. But if you're looking to buy one of these two graphics cards, I would definitely go with the 780 because their price ranges are almost indistinguishable, so there's no sense in getting something with less, unless, like I said, your system can't run as much power as the 780 needs. Which graphic card would you recommend for someone on a budget? And what do you think about these two graphics cards? Let us know in the comments below.